Всем доброго времени суток, с вами Артем, и это третья серия прохождения третьего эпизода игры, собственно говоря, The Council. Собрание совет, которые переводятся. В прошлой серии в нас стреляли, но, скорее всего, пуля прошла на вылет, не задев жизненно важных органов, поэтому мы достаточно быстро очухались, хотя, не знаю, нам не написали, сколько прошло времени. Может быть, прошло несколько дней. И нам врач извлекал пулю, в общем, не знаю. Но вот дело в том, что мы выжили, и это самое главное. Что мне сейчас надо делать, я не понимаю. Наверное, надо выяснить, что с тем, забыл я, кто стрелял. Это из революционного правительства Франции. Зачем он стрелял, почему он стрелял. Здесь сидит Вашингтон. Больше никого. Окей, Вашингтон.
Slowly now. It's a miracle that you're still alive, so let's not force it.
Yes, don't worry. The bastard really let me have it.
You have given us a fine lesson in courage, Louis. Can't say it's done you much good. But still, not everyone would have done it.
What's happened to Peru?
He has withdrawn into silence. Lord Mortimer gave him something to calm him down, and let's just say it was a healthy dose. He's locked in his room in a nearly catatonic state. We can't exactly say it's good for our business, Louis.
What do you mean?
We just lost a vote for Mortimer's cause at the conference.
I must admit that's not the first thing that came into my mind.
Don't get me wrong. It's not that I am indifferent to Peru's personal tragedy, but I simply can't forget the interests of my nation.
All is not lost. I have faith that Mortimer will find a solution. And I'm certain it won't be long before he lets us know what it is.
What would you say to a cup of herbal tea? It'll do you a world of good.
With pleasure.
Перу, собственно говоря, дали успокоительные и заперли.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me.
Попали мы в заварушку. И все из-за матушки. Где она, в конце концов? Куда она?
Open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming!
Louis! Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister.
Опа.
I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Опа. Сейчас нашу мать могут и убить. Эмили за сестру. Найдите Эмили Эсброу. Так, Эмили Эсброу у нас, по-моему, вот здесь. По-моему, она тут прям на входе. Лестницы должна быть. И в ту сторону бегу. Ай, быстрее. Мать? Откуда она тут взялась? Она же вроде как в бегах прячется, чтобы ее никто не видел. Может, Эмили ее выследила? Не понимает, куда она тут взялась. Ну, она где-нибудь там в подземелье прячется. Нет? А тут спокойно. Вот здесь Эмили живет.
I do believe that's Emily's voice.
Открыть дверь. Открыть. Взломать.
I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick.
Так, ну это по балкону. Это по балкону. Кто у нас тут соседи-то? Так, здесь нет балконов. Вон там есть кто-то живет. Наполеон, по-моему, здесь живет. Насрать вообще, кто здесь живет. Мне нужно выйти на балкон. Какая-то Наполеон.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Здесь что ты все позакрывали-то? Ладно, не будем время тратить. Ломать. Здесь-то ничего не подперто. Сейчас мать мою это Эмили может угробить. Она-то за сестру отомстить хочет. Все, заходим в комнату Эмили.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this.
What are you on about now? I should never have told you what happened to me.
That's how it works, and you know it full well. I'm not that naive. I know you inside out.
Stop.
Там моя мать мертвая лежит.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger,
William Pitt
addressed to Emily.
младшего.
He's the present prime minister
Ну
of the
она,
United
понятно,
Kingdom.
она
He
посланница
has indeed
королевы.
some powerful backers.
Вон мать моя лежит.
Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen.
Мне это сейчас не интересно. Вы что, охерели тут? Кто? С кем она?
What on earth is... You...
Ну все, мать
Mother?
убили.
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking.
ладно!
Right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason
кто из
with
вас
her.
кто?
I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I
из вас
asked for nothing
кто?
more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You pretty little bitch. How dare you? Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I
Определите
hope.
настоящее.
I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot. After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot. Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Я
Wait,
запутался.
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Что вы мне дали?
You handed me something. I wasn't feeling very well, and you handed me something. What was it?
My handkerchief, and you stained it with your blood. You still have it, as a matter of fact. But she already knows all this, Louis. It's a waste of time.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Once at the manor, we split up into two groups. What group did I choose?
You decided to follow Sir Gregory and Cardinal Piaggi into the small salon, and he ran into Miss Adams. Of course you know all this. I'm the one who told you about it.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Before going to bed, I went for a stroll.
Я не помню, что
Did
там
we
было.
speak to each other during that stroll?
A stroll? Through my room in the middle of the night? You call that a stroll, Louis?
No, I grant you that. I just wanted to make sure. What did we say to each other at that precise moment in time?
I asked you what you were doing there, what you were playing at on the balcony, and if it was anything to do with the Golden Order.
And then?
Then I suggested you first ask permission the next time you wanted to go through my room. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study.
О,
Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
We found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What relics did we find?
Property deeds in Mortimer's name dating from very long ago.
Is that all?
You mean all those mythological charms? So there was the so-called Pandora's box that wasn't a box actually. The famous golden fleece that reeked of dead goat. A broken sword that could have belonged to anyone. Is that enough?
Yes, that's enough.
You look captivated. Of course, he bought it. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade.
походу та, которая
There's only one way to tell
впереди.
us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us. Last night, you came to visit me, and I can't help wondering why.
Слабость.
Why did you come to my room?
Louis, you must be mistaken. I did not go to your room last night, and that's where your little game ends, Emma. Because I never told you about it. So, there you can't answer. What? No! You didn't do that. I didn't want you to be jealous of Louis. Remember how you always used to react whenever you felt you were competing against a man?
Ой, девки,
That's
ой,
enough. I've had
девки,
enough
вы
of this
что
charade.
творите-то?
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Эмили позади.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis!
О,
No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
мать встала.
Louis? What on earth is going on?
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I'm coming
Я
in.
угадал.
It was bound to
Я
end
так
like
и
this,
понял.
Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
What? What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
Что-то прям вообще жесть. Жесть. Начинает твориться полная жесть. Встретить с матерью в склепе. Бежим. Так, а чья комната? Мы опять через Наполеона. Он Вёльнир? Мертвый? Ты что, всех поубивали-то? Что с ним нельзя взаимодействовать? Какого хрена Фольвельнер-то валяется мертвым? Беда бедой творится, ты смотри, что происходит. Всех убивают. Эмили убили сестру, мать жива, это как его... В меня стреляли, его заперли, снотворное ему влили. Фон Вельнер мертвый на балконе валяется. Ходит. В итоге в финале я окажусь убийцей, что ли? Всех я убивал? Или Мортимер всех убивает? А чё мне нельзя было с Вельнером-то это? Может, как-то посмотреть на труп, рассказать?
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer? Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Встретить с матерью склеп. Мне сейчас не до них. Я не хочу. Раскроют меня. Блин, получается, моей рукой Эмили убила свою сестру, которую она считала мертвой. В общем, жесть. Мать, так, мать в склепе ждет. А меня туда не пускают. Так, это мне надо сейчас через в сад выйти. Вот это пирожочки. Творится-то беда. Все убивают друг друга. Так, здесь никого. Никто меня не увидит, то, что я иду в склеп. А почему Вельнер, который мертвый на балконе валялся, не дали мне его... Ну-ка, тут... Не дали мне его пощупать-то. Какие записки бы у него нашел? У меня полно ключей, но нифига шкатулок шутилника. Сейчас библиотека будет, да. Мы через нее сейчас выйдем в тот сад. Мать жива, самое главное, мать жива. Остальное меня ничего не волнует. Пускай тут поубивай хоть все друг друга. Я тут из-за матери это влип. Да, тут уже не до собрания, тут уже не до голосования, тут уже выжить надо просто. Они все друг друга мочат. Так. Теперь надо вспомнить, как туда к центру пройти. Так. 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 Окей. Ну, здравствуй, мамань. Давай рассказывай, что ты, как тут вообще, что происходит, что ты без руки, что тебя хотят убить. Где труп?
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
Mortimer and Holm?
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Holm does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it.
given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Holm had sent Volner to get it for him.
Holm and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those two.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Вообще да. В тайной комнате артефакты. И религиозные. И документы подписаны много столетий назад. Мортимер в то время жить не мог. Как он мог это подписывать? Может, конечно, просто династия одна и подпись похожа. Но вот это мне показалось очень странным. То, что некоторые документы там 400 лет назад, 300 лет назад, а подписаны Мортимер. Это я заметил.
I went beyond the nightmare, Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Да.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? Yes, I did. Why?
Too bad. We'll deal with it later.
Никто с ним близко не знаком.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Holm are mere dandies who organize society balls.
Нигде про них ничего
History
не знаю.
forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
Без охраны, без свиты. Это тоже интересно, но я все вроде тут ей рассказал.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way, you found me, you have surpassed me.
Блин, чё,
You taught me
реально
everything I know.
демоны?
Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him!
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
Мортимер.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
Вы отказались.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil.
Но это правильно.
After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
Мы даже не договорились вспоминать, что было в Венеции, а я настаю.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Alazif in Paris, I followed von Borchart's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
Пам. Где потеряли руку, во-первых?
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that. I shall show you.
Ты мне даже покажешь ее. Я же хотел передать вам письмо, но это сейчас не так важно. Я нашел ваше письмо на причале.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
Ну все тут, короче, на Мортимере. Что случилось с Эммой?
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Ладно, позже.
All right, but you're not getting away with this so lightly. Once we get back to Paris, be sure I won't be letting it go.
We'll see in Paris then.
Elizabeth?
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for
Вот
those
это я
details.
должен знать. Ой.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters.
Носитель
I met her
монстра.
parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep.
А
In
мы
spite
дали
of the
ей
various
сбежать.
treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Вот почему так Холм обозлился, когда узнал, что Эмма Адамс сбежала, потому что, мне кажется, это не Мортимерский демон, а демон, который Холмом управляет, в нее вселился. Так, ладно, вы обсуждали Алязив с Вольвёльниром.
What did you negotiate about the Alazif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
Ну ладно, пора идти.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Оно чего? Оно чего? Начинается. Паранормальные демоны захватили. Захотят захватить этот мир. Через президентов и королей.
There. That's why we are here.
Ух ты. Часы. Что это? Лицом к лицу, часть 3. Я мог обыскать какому-то Наполеону Бонапарта, не оставляя следов. Я защитил одну из сестер Хиллсброу. Я мог узнать о решении Наполеона Бонапарта, я мог поговорить с Пьяджи о его мотивов, я мог узнать что-то новое об Алязифе, я мог пойти через комнату Жаку Перу, чтобы попасть на балкон. А я пошел через Наполеона. Ну, неудач у нас нету, окей. Погнали. Ничего себе поворот событий. Вот это да. Демонов нам еще не хватало. Продолжить что? Интересно.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Нихера себе. Вы получили предмет записка архитектора. Нам нужен крест Климента III, гвозди, Библия Гутенберга, толкование Иуды, армиллярная сфера и то, что поможет соотносить даты из разных календарей. А спросить о кресте.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so
Ну там
happens
потому что вон
that's what
отверстие
you are
под
going to
крест. Это
use to activate
активирует
the mechanism.
механизм.
I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Блин, сейчас эти потрачу. Давай вспоминай.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving.
Окей. Так, пойдем искать склеп.
One last thing before you go.
Потом
Be
поговорим.
very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them, though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island.
Никто даже,
Do you find that
и
normal?
милицию
You'll
не
see.
зовут.
Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6466.
Выберите манускрипт. У меня нету. Так, сначала мы должны найти крест. Найдите крест. Толкование. Миллиардная сфера. Гвозди. Библии. Так. Где-то кровь должна быть. Кровь мы видели в тряпках. Она истекала кровью, ей было больно. Вот здесь. Нет. Где бинты, бинты, бинты? Здесь где-то валялись бинты. Подожди, а где бинты-то? Бинты были с кровью. Во-во-во. Так, а это монета. Подожди. Вот здесь тоже кровь была. Так, органон. Символ ключа. Не понял. Она же сказала здесь где-то. Так, ну здесь ее шарахнуло, руку отрубил, я так понял. А где крест? И было больно. Вон он. Я чисто увидел, блестит на полу. Так, крест Кремента. Хорошо. Давайте спросим дальше. Так, спросите о армиллярной... Так, гвозди.
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
Мы тоже там видели гвозди.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Скорее всего, гвозди вставляются.
It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter. And 6466 to exit.
1191, подожди, 1191,
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know.
Милорд, я усовершенствовал замок на укрепленной двери. Чтобы ее открыть, нам понадобится несколько предметов. Крест Кремента 3-го Сара уже нашла. Несколько гвоздей Мортимер в кабинете. Библия Гутенберга в заброшенной комнате. Толкование Иуды. Тайная комната в портретной галерее. Армиллярная сфера непонятно. Средства для пересчета дат. С уважением Гюстав. На обратной стороне. Вот пересчет дат. 17 октября 84-го. 30 Рамадана минус 554 года. 30-го... Так, подожди.
When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those.
Это чтобы
On the
войти.
other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter. And 6466 to exit.
Of course.
Окей. Так, о толковании Иуды.
Exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
Так, спросить нужно что-либо еще. Так, Библия Гутенберга.
This is the book in which you left your correspondence with Duchess Hillsborough, isn't it?
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see.
Армиллярная сфера.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
Так, и о датах.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them.
Да.
They are written on the back of the message I just gave you.
Так, значит, нам нужно в тайную комнату. Нам нужно в потайной кабинет Мортимера. Еще куда нам надо? Так, потайной кабинет, тайная портретная комната. Оставил ее в башенной комнате. Какой башенная комната? Ну, как-то так. Вот такие пироги, дамы и господа. Давайте мы на этом моменте с вами сегодня завершим. Демоны. Два демона пытаются захватить власть в этом мире через Мортимера и Холма. Но если демон Холма появился, видимо, не так давно, то демон Мортимер уже со времен осады Акры. Там он вселился, как мы поняли, в Мортимера, и с тех пор пытается захватить, собственно говоря, эту власть. И в данном случае разработчики нам подносят это как, что через создать огромную влиятельную страну, как Соединенные Штаты Америки, и заполучить власть над ней, и потом править, собственно говоря, всем миром через Америку. На сегодня все. Нам надо будет найти артефакты для того, чтобы открыть этот механизм и эти огромные, красивые... Кстати, это, по-моему, это Рождество Иисуса на них нарисовано. Это огромные врата откроются, и за ним будет то, что нам поможет победить или изгнать этого древнего демона. Всем спасибо за просмотры, всем спасибо за комментарии, всем удачи, всем пока.